Styling and profiling. It's live and in color. Woo! 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 Slow down. Woo! 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 I'm styling and profiling. Woo! 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 Upside down. Woo! 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 Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am your host, Tommy. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up. And this is the AFC East Shakedown. And without further ado, the Sports Dynasty Podcast, Trevor and Juan. And I know they are wooing because of their
and act the extra zeros to end of it for more effect.
Damn Patriots. And I was rooting against you.
Oh, we know. He said,
I had
going for the upset.
I was this close to getting it right.
25 point close.
25.
I was really, I was desperately close. Yeah, not so close. God, that was what the hell? Man, the Falcons are god awful. Or you guys are just really playing that really good. So we'll get to that. But hey, man, kudos to the Patriots. You guys are on a roll, man. Let's dive right into the week 10. But I do have a sponsor I do want to bring up. Let me quick play that for the week 10 and we'll go from there.
Premium Guard Window Films. Our Nano Ceramic Pro line offers 80+ IR heat protection, 99% UV protection, and a lifetime warranty. Get yours today.
All right. Thank you to Premium Guard for sponsoring the Week 10 recap. So let's get right into it. I guess we'll get into your game. The Browns and the Patriots. You guys totally destroyed them. 45-7. My God. I mean, I had you guys winning, but I got to say, week after week, I don't know if I'm not giving your offense enough credit because I keep saying I trust your defense, you're going to win, but I keep saying you're not going to score that many points, and you're putting up decent points. So what happened there?
The offensive line came to play, and you're seeing the week by week the offensive line is getting better and better because it's opening up the holes for the running game. First of all, Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris is just bulldozing everybody, just literally – we basically did whatever we wanted to do with them. Literally, like besides the first drive where they went down the field on us on that first drive of Cleveland, and then it was pretty much they never saw that it was never the same again because we just pretty much dominated them from there. I was very impressed how we was able to take control of the game, and it was over before it even started.
Yeah. McDaniels gets a lot of credit. He's been wonderful for the past month. Ever since we cursed him out in that San Diego game, or the Chargers game,
Los Angeles Chargers. Was he listening? I guess so. To the Sports Dynasty Podcast?
He should be. Learn. No, I'm kidding. But he was been masterful with the play calling. And him and Mac Jones starting to get that chemistry you want from your quarterback and your offensive coordinator. They have been masterful. And Mac Jones, his touch passes are getting so much better. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, that Randy Moss-like catch that Kendrick Bourne had on two defenders. I didn't know he was capable of doing something like that. Yeah, but when the throw is perfect, it makes it easier for your life, right? Same thing later on in the game on the left-hand sideline, passing it straight to Hunter Henry for a beautiful touch pass in the corner. Oh, man. Wonderful. Like, Mac Jones actually throwing the ball down the field. And defensively, Baker Mayfield, again, second straight week where somebody might as well have been playing for the Patriots defense, because that interception to Kyle Duggar on the second drive, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be, but I'm giving away, we usually do the award stuff. I'm giving away like 2 of mine already, but screw it, whatever. I'll just repeat it. I don't know what's up, but that dude got major issues. Besides playing with one shoulder, he has major issues. Then he got taken out of the game with a knee injury, and Case Keenum was no better. It was just a good game on 3 levels of the ball for Belichick and company. This team, it really is rolling.
It was also really good to see them completely neutralize Myles Garrett. They literally, besides for that one, I think one sack that he had, sack he had, he was literally just a non-factor. The offensive line gets a lot of credit for being able to block him and being able to, just make sure he wasn't there. Because think about it, besides Myles Garrett, there's no other.
$4.99 a gallon. Damn.
It's not. Oh damn.
Oh my god.
I love how you said California. I love how you said that. I love that. Yeah. But yeah, the way that it neutralized him. Because think about it, without Myles Garrett, there is no consistent pass rush. And it was pretty much easy from there. And the Browns secondary is god awful. Greg Newsome, who had a bad game.
They targeted him.
They were targeting him all game, and he was getting frustrated. You could see the penalties right there. It was over before it started, and that was a game that we definitely needed to have. And our defense has been playing magnificent, so pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, where do you guys rank right now? Are you guys still number 5 in overall defense, or you guys moved up?
I believe we're still currently 5 at the moment.
We can't check now because we played a game, so we gotta wait to the end of the week to really know.
That's true.
Before it started, I want to say it was around 5th again. I want to say that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I watched a little bit of the game. And then I did. I'll admit I watched the Falcons game because I just kind of wanted to. Now is the time I need to start paying attention to you guys. To be honest with you,
yeah, we're coming.
I'm being real. I really wasn't.
Of course.
When you guys started off, whatever it was, 1-4, I think, or whatever. I was just like, this is probably how it's going. It's not gonna go too well. We're gonna run away with the division. The Dolphins look terrible. Patriots are looking bad. So I really wasn't paying attention. Then you guys kind of just started putting pieces together, your defense mainly, and then your offense started to gel a little bit. So I'm like, fuck, I need to watch these guys. I got to watch them. And I watched you Thursday, which we'll get into that game a little bit later. But defensively, that's where it is, man, for you guys. Mm-hmm. Offensively, I mean, you guys are coming together, no doubt, but your defense is putting your offense in wonderful spots, which obviously helps. But yeah, man, the Browns. I don't know what I had them scoring last week. I don't remember my prediction, but 7, man. I think I had more than 7, maybe 10.
I think I got 17. I think I had 17.
God, so Baker Mayfield. I mean, not to get off topic of the AFC East, but my God, he is not a first. He is not living up to his first round pick, first pick overall. I mean, even with injuries, I know, but he's just his number one knock, and it's so true. It's just he's just not. When certain players are out of the game, like he just cannot. He's just not good enough to lead a team. You know what I mean? Just Baker Mayfield. He needs those players. And I think he's average. I think he's okay. But I don't know how long Cleveland sticks with him. I don't, man, because he had a whole bunch of Ferraris in that lot. And it's just not going well, man. And he has the best running back. He has a great offensive line. I don't know, man. I don't get it. But yeah, you guys are defensively, man, you guys have been a nightmare. And I we'll talk about this later, but I'm a little worried about the offensive line for us when we play you guys, because they better shape up quick, because that's a serious game now. I didn't think it would be, but yeah, we better be prepared for
0.5, baby. 0.5, baby.
No doubt. We'll touch. We talked about this last week, but we'll get into it anyways. We'll talk about it a little bit again. The Ravens and Dolphins. There was an upset, and I do want to get into a little about this real quick on upsets. And I want to bring this up real quick for you guys, because it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. I want to play something real quick for you guys, because it's kind of funny. Where is it?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Nice.
Yeah. is when people say who have you played? You haven't played anybody. You haven't.
Oh, the media loves
media, even fans, even other fan bases. Who have you played? You haven't beaten anyone. I fucking hate that. Okay, let me tell you something. Every week, bro, teams bring it. You could lose it. Listen, it happens. So if you really want to go back, because somebody said that to me like 2 weeks ago when we lost the Jags, like, who have you beat? Guys suck. And I said, okay. First of all, you're a Dolphin fan coming at me. You have no air. You can't even talk. You guys are awful. We beat you.
Okay,
twice.
yeah.
We have no. Like, if you were a Jags fan, I would even accept that. I'd be like, all right, stupid comment, but hey, you have every right to troll me. You guys just beat me. Even a Patriot fan, but a fucking Dolphin fan. But anyways, I'm like,
mind you, who lost to you the week before your loss,
right?
But whatever.
So my point is, big example. Last weekend, Washington beat Tampa Bay, Super Bowl champions. We, Buffalo Bills, who we haven't played anybody, destroyed Washington. So what does that say? The Jets, who beat the Jets and the Titans, the Bengals and the Titans, we destroyed. So it happens. Listen, any given Sunday, sometimes your team's just not. Things just don't go right.
And this is the season.
Are better than others.
Yeah, and this is the season where that matters like the least. Oh, who did you beat?
Yes,
did you see this season? It's been like a month full of upsets left and right, and left and right, and left and right. It's like, what does that matter? Beating anybody? What are you talking about?
Even. Yeah,
the Rams got their ass whooped serious against the 49ers. It's like, what are you talking about?
Right. So it's going to boil down to, listen, talk to me at the end of the season. If we don't make the playoffs, then you can say, well, you only beat these teams. And I'll say, okay, fine. I'll take it. We could debate after that. If we don't make the playoffs, if we lose the good teams with winning records and we don't get in the playoffs, then fine. I'll go with that. We'll debate all day. But right now, you have no room to talk. I hate that, like that quote. Like, listen, this isn't boxing, or when you're just fighting.
Stop.
These are NFL players, NFL teams. It can happen. But anyways, back in this game. So the Ravens, exactly my point. We're supposed to beat the Dolphins, and they got destroyed. Right? What did they get beat? 22-10. They put up 10 points. This high-powered Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens offense that's been clicking, all of a sudden made the Dolphins look like, a wild card team, right? And they're not. They're bad. They got, 2 wins on the season now, I think? 2 or 3? What do they got? 3, right? 3-7, I think? Okay.
And a 2-game winning streak.
Right. Woo. So, but my point is, look, it can happen. Or are the Dolphins just finally clicking on defense? I don't know, but either way, Dolphins won 22-10. I still think their offense is so bad. I think their offense stinks.
No, that's a fact.
Their defense is starting to show up where people were like, okay, that's the defense we expected from week 1. That's like, because they don't have a bad defense. I'm telling you guys, like, they don't. They don't. Xavier and Howard. I love Trey White. And of course, Bills Mafia fans, whoever watching, they're going to hate me. But he's the best corner in the league, in my opinion. Now, people could also say, what's his name for the Rams? Ramsey. He's right. They're right there neck to neck. But in my opinion, I would say Howard, because, man, he's just everywhere. And he intercepts. He fucking gets fumbles. Like, he's a turnover magnet, bro. They're not a bad defense. They got sticky corners. Their edge rushers are getting a little better. But yeah, they just came. They're starting to play now. Who knows? I have no idea, but they are playing better. I got to give them credit, but their offense, they stink, bro. Their offense is awful, but they did the job. 22-10. What do you guys think about that game real quick? I know we talked last week, but just your thoughts.
Blitz. That's all they did to get a Lamar Jackson. And I've seen Marquise Brown fumbling the football. These receivers starting to drop balls and all that. That receiving core is so bad in Baltimore. I'm not surprised that a good to decent secondary in Miami just obliterated them. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah. So when you think matchup wise, you'd be like, oh, then that makes more sense. But hindsight is like, the Dolphins is kind of trash. Lamar is a top quarterback. Like they should be able to get there. But then when you really go from X's and O's and matchups, it's like, oh, maybe they should win. Well, oops.
They played a weird kind of like soft zone, and we did the same thing in the playoffs. So I kind of think like Dolphins kind of like piggyback that, which is fine. I don't blame them. It messes like if you could stick man to man on a soft zone like with their receivers, which they have none. They're like I think Lamar, and you just kind of like watch Lamar. You have the linebackers going on. He's kind of like he gets flustered. He wants to make something out of nothing, and it's just like before you know it, you're in the third quarter. They got 10 points. You know what I mean? Like they're just like, and he doesn't know what to do. He's that's Lamar. I don't know if Lamar will ever change, or maybe they just don't have the receiver. I don't know. Like they didn't help him. I can tell you that they didn't help him this year because they knew last year they needed. Yeah. So I don't get it. They got a good tight end though. I like Andrews. I think his name is. He's pretty good. But other than that, like Brown he's like a third receiver. Honestly,
he's third string.
My
question.
Opinion.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%.
He's a speedy guy, and he's not a great route runner. His hands are so he's a little guy. He's no Tyreek Hill, obviously. You know what I mean? He's just a flat out speed guy. But other than that, he doesn't wow me. So yeah, I mean, look, the Ravens can be beat, obviously. I mean, we showed that in the playoffs. The Dolphins have showed that. A lot of teams have showed that. You just got to play Lamar a certain way, and you got him done. Apex coming in, Mikey. Actually, this is my co-host or host from Friday Tailgate Talk. The rookie Bateman is going to be good. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. He's the rookie receiver for Baltimore.
Okay.
He played for Minnesota.
He started playing just now. He missed like half the season. Yeah. That's why no one knows about him yet.
But
we'll see. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I never heard. I don't really. Okay. Other than that, you guys have any other thoughts on the Ravens Dolphins?
I mean, for the Ravens, I think with the exception when they play Minnesota, they do struggle from coming from behind. Coming from behind usually is not their best thing to do. It doesn't help when on the week before they got blown out by Cincinnati the week before, just because it's kind of like trying to get everything out of there. They'll be fine. They'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bad game. Cincinnati. That's Cincinnati. Baltimore just it happened to literally everybody of the season.
Sometimes you run into a team and it's just like it's not your day.
Yeah, it happens.
I know it sucks, but sometimes matchups too, man. Or it's like they play a certain style of defense that you just can't. For some reason that day, you just nothing works for you. It was like that versus the Jags. I swear to God. Like when we were losing, like halftime, I'm like something's not right. You feel it. You can feel it when you're watching as a fan.
Yeah, a lot of times you can tell. Yeah.
And then things start happening that don't normally happen, like a receiver who's sure-handed, like Cole Beasley drops a easy pass right in his chest, and then you're like, okay, the game's over. Like once that stuff starts happening, it's just downhill from there, and it is what it is. But moving on to the Bills defeating the Jets 45-17. I got one thing to say.
One more for the good guys.
Scott Hall, man. I love Scott Hall.
Oh man, the outside.
One more for the good guys. Yeah. Simple to own coming in. Thank you, Simple to own. Yep. Anyways, so the Bills defeated the Jets 45-17. Were the real Mike White? Please stand up. Did we see the real?
Hey, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, very fun.
Right. God, you know how bad it must be when like the fans are like, calling you the next, best thing since sliced bread, and then they're chanting Flacco's name in the fourth quarter. Like, man, that must put you like he had been so high on a pedestal, and then somebody just swept it underneath, but he's cracked his head wide open. That's it. He's not even starting next week. That's like,
oh, it's gonna be Flacco. I don't even understand the point of that.
We'll get to that later because that is probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Real quick, Jose coming in. Trevor, do you have faith in Mac in a 2-minute drive down by 4? I give the Pats respect. That's a good question.
Yeah, it almost happened in Dallas.
It almost happened.
And then the defense got destroyed at overtime for us to lose. So,
like for me, Matt Jones can only get better. He gets better every single week, and I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with him. especially as the weeks go on. And he's a rookie, and he can only get better from there. So, like I said,
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. Like I said, a lot of Patriot fans have pretty much crowned him as, oh, this is the next big deal. I think he's good, but I need personally, I'm a type of person that just jumps on something really fast.
Nope.
I have to see more. And so far, I like what I'm seeing. If he can do it again next year, because he got the sophomore slump. If he can do it, he's better next year. Then I'm like, okay, now we have something here.
I'm a tough cookie.
Yeah,
3-year rule. I need to see more.
I'm the same, bro. I'm 3-year rule on everything, bro. Coach, players, like you better show me something. 3 years or I'm done with you, bud. Like there's no more excuses after that. But back on this, yeah, exactly. So 45-17. Our defense, guys, you gotta listen. We are right now, as of today, we're the best, obviously the best defense right now.
Of course,
not an issue. Number one in turnovers, number one against scoring. I think we're number 2 against a run, or number 3, number 2 against passing, number 1 scoring, whatever. Man, like we did exactly what I said we were gonna do. As far as defense goes against Mike White, like I told you guys, Leslie Frazier, by the way, deserves a head coaching job next year. If he doesn't get a head coaching job, there's a problem in the NFL, like a serious problem. Because that dude deserves it. He does.
You don't want to keep him?
No, he wants to be a head coach again. Like he tried last year and nobody hired him. He came out and said he was a little disappointed that he didn't get an opportunity. Remember, he coached for Minnesota. I think he got him to the playoffs as well. So he's not a bad, listen. Yeah, he was not a bad head coach. And he's just an overall good guy and a great coordinator, man. Like that would be a hell of a coach again, man. Like I hate losing him, but I'll be shocked if he is here with us next year. And if he is, there's a problem, unless he really wanted to stay, which I don't think so. Like most coordinators want to, like, that's their dream to become head coaches. Very rare does a coordinator be like, nah, I'm good. Like it's just like their dreams to become head coach, and I think of everyone who deserves it on our coaching staff is Leslie Frazier, even way over Dable in my opinion, but we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, I'll
let you mention that. Like I agree with you on that part. Especially, I think he's probably waiting for like the ideal spot to find a job, maybe. And this should be there should be a job open for him. Like definitely, I know Vegas needs something. Vegas should be giving him a call after the season's over. So who knows?
Oh, the Raiders, that'd be good.
I think about the Raiders. Yeah, you're right.
I think him and Vegas would be a great fit. I think
you're right.
He definitely deserves it.
That would be 100%. Yeah, I didn't even think about the Raiders.
I didn't think about them either.
I didn't even think about that. Would be a good landing spot for Frazier. But yeah, so our defense handled their business. Offensively, listen, I was not going to go with the high score prediction because they just been the offensive line's been horrendous, and we did put up 45. I thought they did I'm going to say they did average. Okay, Spencer Brown was back, which I told you guys that was a big key that was missing against the Jaguars. He held his own. He's a rookie that's really blossoming. Other than that, I mean, Josh Allen did Josh Allen things. He got rid of the ball quicker. I got to give credit to Dable. Dable got had him get rid of the ball quicker. He had Isaiah McKenzie on a lot of jet sweeps that we did not do all year. Which is very tricky for the defense. The defense has to be honest when they're watching McKenzie in the backfield with all the motions in the backfield. I mean, it worked out great. It did. He finally called a game where I was like, okay, like sometimes you got to do something when your offensive line is playing bad. You got to switch your offensive play calling to help out Allen. He can't keep running for his life. But I mean, 45-17. We did exactly what we were supposed to do. And as far as the Jets go, my God, man, the poor Jets, bro, they're so bad. And their defense, I mean,
is abysmal.
For a coach that's supposed to be like a defensive wizard, man, his first season is not going too well as far as defense goes. Like offense, I knew this was going to happen. I get it, but even their defense, my God, like he's not getting the guys motivated.
When you don't got Nick Bosa, when you don't got Fred Warner, when you don't got Sherman, I guess this is what happens. Right?
Oh, here we go. Patrick, here we go. I just talked about
He's
this.
been yapping the whole chat.
I
Oh, you look.
just talked about this,
What's up, bro?
Patrick. I just brung this up. I mean, I wish I could hit a rewind and bring it back to the recap.
Wait, did he miss that? We literally did just talk about that 15
he
minutes
must
ago.
have missed that. We did. Listen, Patrick, it's cool, man. Like I understand if that's your belief, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, there's all decent teams in the NFL. Any given Sunday, we beat some, teams that you may say suck. Only bad teams. Let me tell you something for real quick. The Chiefs we beat. You can rag on the Chiefs all you want. They still have a great offense. I don't care what anyone says, and they're starting to play better. We manhandled them. So say what you want about the Chiefs, but we handled our business on the road, mind you. Number two, we should have beaten the Titans. We should have beaten the Titans. We didn't, which fine, that's fine. But we pretty much we put up good points against them. So don't say like if the Titans beat our ass, and fine. But bro, we should have won that game. Either way, we beat Washington, who just beat Tampa Bay, Patrick. We beat the Dolphins, who just beat the Ravens. It happens, right? I'm just saying it happens. So don't say we didn't beat anyone. I don't totally agree with that. By the way, we beat the Jets, who beat the Titans, and the Bengals, who everybody was so high on. So listen, it happens, and I don't believe that whole narrative of like who have you beaten.
This is not the season for that.
It's all about the win. Because listen, at the end of the day, I can also go back and go, the Jaguars, let's say they only beat us, the Bills, or the Dolphins and Bills. Are they going to go back at the end of the season like, we beat the Bills? Like, I mean,
actually, they might. They're kind of pathetic. They might do that.
But nobody.
I get your point,
doesn't
though.
matter, right? It doesn't mean shit. Like nobody cares. We'll be in the playoffs, so I'm hoping. But anyways, Jose. What's Jose saying? Who's your core? Oh, we got a little war going on the chat room.
We're gonna go war again, like last week. Last week was insane.
Hey, Patrick, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm gonna love it. Listen, this Saturday show when we play the Patriots on Monday Night Football, I cannot fucking wait. I can't wait because listen, I'll eat my crow if we lose, and I'm sure Sports Dynasty is going to eat their crow if they talk whatever they talk.
Always,
and Patrick, I'm sure you're going to be on here, and that's cool, man. That's what a rivalry is all about, man. It's all fun, man.
It helps us. Keep commenting
fun.
like that. It helps us.
Yeah. It's all good.
Please.
It's all good. Let's see here. I do want to get into the weekly awards. And we do got a sponsor on that as well. So let's go ahead and get our sponsor for the weekly awards.
Beautiful, sexy, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Soul glow.
Jokes.
All right.
Man, you got Soul Glow as a sponsor. You moving up, man.
I am moving up. I hope you guys listen. When you're on the Mafia Sports Report, this is what you get, man. These people are coming after me left and right. So these sponsors. So thank you, Soul Glow. I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any Jerry Crows out there, go run out to your local Kroger or Walmart and pick up the Soul Glow.
Throwback.
All right. Weekly awards. Let's get this going.
We're still going crazy in that chat.
Oh man. All right. So first award we're gonna get to. Let's see here. We're gonna start with the Boo This Man.
Hard. The Browns.
All right. I know
Oh
it's
my
tough when you guys
God.
dominate, but now remember, Boo This Man could be anything. It just has to be in your game. Doesn't have to necessarily be your team player. Could be the announcer.
Okay, that makes it easier.
It could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything you want.
Oh, this makes it much easier. The Cleveland Browns get Boo This Man because what the fuck was that? Did you even show up? They literally showed up for literally 8 minutes of football and then got their ass kicked the rest of the way. Like, oh man, woo-wee. I want to say Boo This Man to Baker Mayfield. what was that? I mean, I know the defense made you look crazy, but you like, what was that?
We were at the house, right? He brought his little brother, who's a Cleveland Browns fan for some reason, over, and he rage quit about when just after halftime.
Yeah, after halftime, as soon as it got to 31-7, he said, "Yeah, I gotta go, and he my little brother
Literally
left.
stormed out the house.
And then he left.
It was one of the best things I've ever seen. It was hilarious.
Funny. He was
a
so
literal,
angry.
living, breathing rage quit. You don't see that.
My
Very
little
often.
brother was yelling and screaming when I got home with him. When I got home, and he was saying, "I have more fucking passion than my own fucking team." I said, "Wow, it's true." And then Kevin Stefanski, I want to ask you, like, what was that? I mean, I know coming out to Foxborough is tough. You know, it can be a bit intimidating. You know, having to go coach against the best coach of the history of the league, and like that. But come on, y'all didn't even show. It's like, what happened?
You know what's funny is that before that Jets game, we were 0-4 at home.
Yeah.
So how hard is it really to win at Foxborough? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Apparently, they couldn't score a touchdown.
He said like 4 different things, so I'm just gonna steal one of those. You can go ahead, Tommy.
Mine is I gotta go offensive line. It could be really the whole fucking line, but they played average this week. I'm gonna say Ike Bacher, whatever the hell you want to call his name. He is so goddamn bad. He is so bad. Left guard. I mean, he's guys. You don't have no idea. I pray to God Mongo's back by the time we play you guys, because he's atrocious. So he definitely gets to boo this man. He gives up so many quarterback pressures. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I don't even like him as a backup. Like I just don't. I'm so done with her. We're in trouble. Like we got to fix something. I have no idea what's going on for our offensive line, but we're in trouble, man. Like they have to get. Listen, I keep saying this, guys. We are what we are. There, you can't. This is the offensive line. There is no great offensive lineman out there we're gonna go in free agency and get. They're gone. Like if there is one, he's picked up already. Like they're hard to find. So we are what we are. These are who they are. We just got to hope they can play average. If they can play average, I'm cool with that. Below average, we are fucked. Bad, it's over. It's over. I'm telling you, the playoffs, it's done. I'm being a realist here, guys. Bills Mafia, you know, I keep it real. The O-line has to play at least average, and that's not asking a lot. Just give me average play. Allen, listen, Josh Allen. If Josh Allen was Matt Ryan and their offensive line play average, we'd be fucked. Matt Ryan can't move. He can't.
As you saw on Thursday.
Glasses. Right. My God, that was bad. He's just, but that's what he is. Like Matt Ryan he's perfect for that, pocket passer back and then. The old school football.
08. Drafted 08.
Still had them in the building.
There you go.
Dolphin fan. Typical Dolphin fan. Oh, look, he can't even hear us, right? Oh my God. Damn him. All right. Oh, wait. I think he's going to see if maybe talk to Tua, his buddy Tua. But anyways, that's what kills me, man, our offensive line. But now we're going to get to the hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
All right. Sports Dynasty Trevor Juan. Who is your hell yeah player of the game? Now, that could be a player. That should be a player of the game, but it could be a coach. I don't know.
I'm going to put a coach. Yeah, I'm putting a coach. It's Josh McDaniels. Right. He's, again, been absolutely wonderful for the past month. The play concepts are so nice, simple, and they're so effective and efficient. Everything this offense is supposed to be from get. It's been very simple the last 4 games. It's not just last game or the game before that. It's the last 4 of them. It's been perfect. I have no complaints after the Chargers half. I am in heaven. If I bash him, I got to give him what credit is due to. So there it is.
My hell yeah is the offensive line. The offensive line has been playing. It's getting healthier every single week. Trent Brown is back, and wow, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, they bulldoze.
They're bulldozing, just bullying people out there. They're opening holes. Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris is just running the balls and just trucking people. It's incredible, and it's what we wanted anyway. Power run football, and just is this tire out the defense and have him on their heels for a big play. So that's why I'm also going to give Jonathan Daniels as well. I agree with him with Juan, but the offensive line, and I'm only going to say Isaiah Wynn because he's part of the offensive line, even though he sucks. But the point is, the offensive line as a whole is playing incredible. So yeah, they get the the award this week. Definitely.
I wish I don't know what happened to Captain D. I wish I could say hell yeah for offensive line. Like maybe one day. Maybe one day. Let's see. Captain D. Yo, Captain D, put your headphones on.
Patrick Seeley's hilarious.
No, Patrick is funny.
I love this guy already.
What's Patrick saying here? Oh, is he going with the PFF, which I hate, by the way?
No, you see the comment? Hilarious.
What PFF grade do you give? What PFF grade do you get for taking souls?
That was funny. That was a good one.
I hate PFF, by the way, though. Fucking hate PFF. By the way, they gave Cody Ford like our highest graded player. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Cody Ford. If they rating Cody Ford our highest graded player against Jacksonville, then I do not trust anything PFF will ever say again. Ever.
Yeah, he
Cody
has a
Ford
40,
is
he has a
awful.
49 grade in their thing right now, which is horrific. So
I don't know what the hell is happening, Captain D, but
I don't know.
He is just let's see here. What happened? He was there, he wasn't. Anyways, so my hell yeah will be AJ Klein. Man, dude, this guy is so professional. Linebacker AJ Klein. Whenever he's called,
AJ
bro,
Klein.
I hated. He says no audio. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's see here. Anyways, that's why I tell him to get on earlier, and he doesn't. Anyways, AJ Klein. Listen, guys, I hated on this guy last season because he had a rough start, and he's a backup linebacker. He had a rough start, and Bill's Mafia was. Listen, you know how it is. Fan bases can be tough on players, like especially new players. And if they're not like contributing and they're making mistakes, if it's not like a guy that's been there a minute, they're gonna really rag on you. So I was guilty of it, but he turned it around. And bro, this season, he's been called to play for Matt Milano. He's been called to play for Edmonds, and he's done a phenomenal job, guys. He's nothing but a professional. He's making tackle for losses left and right. I love AJ Klein. He's a great fill-in linebacker. I got to say, the whole defense, next man mentality has been great for Buffalo this season. It's the offensive line next man mentality that has totally failed. But defensively, if we're missing a guy, it hasn't been an issue yet. Starr was out. No issue. No issue. Harrison Phillips came in. He did just fine. Obata came in. He did just fine. Let's see. Captain D's back. Captain D, right. Can you hear us? All righty.
There we go. Right. There we
go.
Now I can.
Now you can hear. So all we've been talking about is how the Dolphins have a chance to get in the playoffs. Now, we're going to get to that, though. But I do want to go, because you missed a lot. So I guess we'll go to you real quick. The boo this man for you, for your game, the Ravens and Dolphins. Who do you got?
Boo this man. Man, this is going to be tough because, I mean, we kind of set the tone on all phases of the game. Defense,
offense.
I mean, all three. Man.
You gotta get. It could be anything. It could be anything, though. D. It could be commentator, coach. Could be anything. Anything in the game doesn't necessarily need to be a player. You gotta pick anything. Don't matter. You can pick the vendor that threw something on the field. I don't know. Whatever.
I have no. I'm trying to think right now because it was.
Were the fans there? Yeah. Were you guys sold out? Did they?
I'll go. I'll go. Maybe the fans. There wasn't as many fans that were there. We'll go with that. But I thought,
Dolphin fans.
I thought that.
Glad I could help. Okay. What about the hell yeah? Who do you got for your hell yeah, man?
Oh man, I got to say the hell yeah is the defense. The defense. They showed up. Okay. The whole defense showed up. I mean, we were all, Xavier Howard, everybody. We were getting pressure. I think the game plan was good. I think the defense, hell yeah.
Patrick's asking you a question about Tua arm strength.
I'm going to assume that's supposed to be
Either way, I got to say Patrick is a Patriot fan. So this isn't coming from a Mafia fan hating on your Tua guy. But He's asking, so I don't know if he's. I don't know
I'm
if he's
pretty
going
sure.
there, but
No. I'm pretty sure that is a sarcastic comment about
Right,
boo this
right.
man. Yes,
I'm pretty sure.
he's
So we're
talking
gonna.
shit.
I like Patrick Steele
But-
already. He's a cool guy. I like him
But
already.
Captain
man.
D, I want to ask you. That's Patrick's question. I don't know Patrick too well, but go ahead. You want to respond?
Yeah, they were
Tua
talking
thing?
about Tua's arm strength because of the broken. I believe it was an index finger that was broken or
There you
something
go.
like
He
that.
clarified.
And they were talking about he was
Oh, this
struggling
guy.
with his arm strength. He wasn't able to release the ball, but they showed some video earlier this week, and it's looking a lot better. He's looking like he's got a little more zip on there. But no, Tua's fine. Leave Tua alone. Stop it.
Oh, Jose coming in. Juan, Trevor, where are you getting your YouTube account and combining all of you so we can see your fans on this? Okay, so good. Hey, I'm glad you asked that. I get what he's saying. So, Jose, we're gonna be doing this next season. Matter of fact, I don't know. I'll tell you what. We may make. I'm gonna talk to Trevor and Juan. And maybe we might start doing it this season. Where I'm going to go on, we'll go on their channel, and then we'll go back on mine and flip flop. But we'll talk about that. But we may. You know what?
Because
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what would be cool. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna say it right now. But the only thing I don't know, I got to talk to them afterwards because I don't know how many people they're allowed on their account. Because Jose, it all depends on the amount of people. You guys can have 4, right? 4 guests, correct?
Yes.
we have
Okay,
6.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna call it right now, Jose. Good question. So this is what we're gonna do. For the Patriots game 2, when we play you guys, we're gonna be on Sports Dynasty Podcast, the second game. So Monday night we'll be here, and the second game we're gonna be on. Is that you guys like
Yes.
that?
That's
Everybody cool in the chat like that? All right, cool. So we'll set it up. It's going to be on Sports Dynasty. So Jose, go on Sports Dynasty Podcast, subscribe because they're going to put out obviously the link, that day where you can go ahead. You'll set your reminder that's going on same time, everything. So there it is. To answer your question, there we go. Right on the fly. We just did that.
Thanks, Jose. Appreciate you, brother.
There you go, brother. But I do. So Captain D. What else? Did we get to the? Oh, and we got one more award. We're gonna go through, and it's actually I cleaned this up for you guys a little bit. So let's go for us here.
Okay.
Where is it? Yeah, it's a little. Oh no, yeah, that's Soul Glow. You missed Soul Glow. That's our new sponsor, by the way.
Damn it. I was looking forward to that though. I'm serious. I was really.
Oh, that was incredible. Incredible.
You missed it, huh? Damn, D. See, that's what you get. Man, I don't know where it is. That's too bad. Sorry, guys. Hold on. But anyways, hey, D, real quick, I do want to because we didn't touch base with this. So while I'm looking for this, we do want to because we didn't get really too much in detail on the Ravens and Dolphins. So kind of just give me your feel of that game, how you guys did, what you guys did to slow down Lamar. What did you see? What do you think your quarterback is progressing, or what is going? Do you think he's starting to get a chemistry with the twin OCs that you know? I'm just want to know your thoughts of that game.
My thoughts on the game is that we played freaking amazing. I mean, all phases, special teams, defense. I think they're starting to build a chemistry, but most importantly, I think it's the defense that's showing up the most. That's what's making the difference here. But as far as Tua, yeah, I think there's a little more chemistry going on. But 100% it's the defense. The defense is playing a lot more stout. And who would think that, we'd be doing that to the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, that's I am surprised, man. Guys, that sucks. I wanted to go through this thing because I had a new clip and I don't know where it is. Man, that sucks, dude. Let me see here. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Maybe I can find it. Give me 1 second, guys. A little technical difficulty. But I do want to get into something before we're going through this. So, I want to know, Trevor and Juan, what worries you moving forward on your team? Is there something that worries you moving ahead for the last 7 games or so that we're playing?
That's a good question.
Specifically, I'd say explosion. Because we could be methodical all we want, but if they take out that run game, what happens is what I want to know. We haven't had really a game where the passing game completely took over yet, and we don't know if it can yet. Because this whole win streak we've had, we've played perfect complementary football. But when we play, let's say against you guys, for example, if you really settle on that run, what happens? Because you guys have a beautiful secondary. So what's going to happen at that point? That is what worries me, the explosion. But that's been a problem with this team since Brady was here. But we don't have Brady. So can Mac do it? Let's find out.
Me, of course, I got to say, it goes right back to it, the offensive line. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie, man. That it worries the shit out of me. It worries the hell out of me. If we can't get our act right, listen, there's a lot of teams in the playoff rate. I mean, they're right there, wild card. It only takes a couple games for us to fuck up, and we could be trying to get in the playoffs. Like, that's what worries me, man. And they have to start playing better, man. They got to. We're just in a lot of trouble. D, I do got to bring it up because there is a lot of chatter with the Dolphin fans now, which it is what it is. I gotta ask you, what is your realistic opinion about the playoffs for you guys, for the Dolphins?
Playoffs? Playoffs? How did it? Playoffs? Playoffs?
Okay, good answer.
So that's your.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, we get this thing back to 500, hopefully, and we get back to the drawing board. I mean, it is what it is, man. But playoffs? No, they ain't. I mean, and even if we were to somehow shimmy our way in there by luck, by 2 or 3 teams, this team, as a Dolphins fan, I'm tired of that every single year. It's, well, if this team loses and then the other team gets a win, and that's how we'll get in. Like, I'm tired of that. And so playoffs right now, I don't even want to talk about playoffs. It ain't happening.
My bad. Sorry. Jose said I had you blocked out, Captain D. My bad. I didn't mean to block Captain D. All right. I apologize. So Patrick coming in saying B-Flow is a good coach. Don't get rid of him. I agree, by the way.
I agree with that too.
I'll let you talk. That's a great thing to say. I totally agree. What do you feel about that, D? About your coach? I'm just curious about your whole situation right now in Miami. As far as, forget your players, I want to know about your coaching staff. I'm talking about your whole staff and your GM and your owner. Let's just bring them all in. What do you feel that needs to happen next season? Do you want to keep what is in place, or do you want to go ahead and move on from somebody?
I think we start it all back up. I think we get a new GM. I think Brian Flores has done a decent job, but I don't think it's there. I think you start over. You get rid of Chris Greer and get a new GM and a new head coach, and you just
the whole new head coach. I'm shocked you said that.
I mean, if you really look at the numbers, and I don't have it, but this year has been a bust. I mean, it's been very tough. A lot of the decision making just looks atrocious. And I think Curtis touched on some of this stuff last week. I mean, some of the stories coming out. I mean, it's just, there's no stability there. I think Brian Flores has to go. Chris Greer's got to go, and we start back fresh.
Well, it has been 3 years. I do give it a 3-year rule, so I can understand, and I think D is on that too. Like D's a believer in a 3-year rule as well, and I believe B-Flow's been there 3 seasons, correct? So he had he had the one season where you guys were supposed to be really bad, and he actually made you guys average, which was a good thing for a coach. It showed good signs that good things are going to happen in the future. Then the second season, a 10-win team. Once again, I was surprised. I didn't think you guys would win 10, but he did make a mistake with Tua. And that comes back to coaching. That's his decision. And he costs you probably a playoff spot. I'll be real with you. And then this season, it's been a nightmare, but I don't know, man. I'm on the fence with B-Flow. I don't know if I get rid of him. I think I would get rid of Greer first, the GM.
Hell yeah.
I would want B-Flow and the owner to be on the same page as who they're hiring as a GM. They're on the same page. You got to be on the same page with everything, right? Maybe he comes in and says, hey, I don't like the whole offensive. Maybe I don't like the coordinator system you got to set up. Let's do this. Maybe they can get together and that could work. But right now, I think Greer and your coach are just so way off on philosophy and just and maybe it's just not good. It's not good. Somebody has to go. I would say Greer.
It's the GM.
I think Greer needs to go. And then listen, B-Flow is responsible for bringing in coaches, so he needs to do that part right too. Though it's not just the GM there. That was his probably call on the dual OC, which is a terrible. I don't know what he's thinking there. And then of course the whole Tua situation. That's interesting too because listen, what if you fire Greer and the new GM comes in and doesn't like Tua? Let's say Tua. So it's a little messy situation there. Like you said, D, maybe you do start all over because maybe if a GM and coach come in, maybe they just like, hey, we're going to get rid of Tua or whatever. Maybe we're going to keep Tua and build around Tua. I don't know, but it's shaky. That's tough, guys. That's a tough one.
I think he's earned at least one more year. I think his last season, too. He earned at least one more year. He earned at least another year.
I think so too. Even Tua, I gotta give. Listen, I rag on Tua a little bit. I do, but not like everybody else here. I'll be real with you. I listen. He hasn't had many opportunities. He's been put in bad situation. That's to do with the coaching. Let's be real. And then the whole trade thing, rumors, and it's just been not a good start for Tua there. But maybe Tua needs a fresh start somewhere else. So I'm not really downing Tua. I'm just saying maybe it's just not a right fit in Miami because of everything that's going on. Just throwing that out there because maybe Tua could be okay somewhere else. I don't know. But right now, I just think with everything that's going on in Miami, maybe it's just he needs a fresh start. Maybe. Now, if he goes somewhere else and he's hurt, right? He can't get through a season, same fucking thing, then it's Tua's who he is. You got eventually. You can't keep saying we got to give him time. He has only had much. Because what the fuck? He can't stay healthy. How's it going to get time? So, you get what I'm saying? So, like, you can only say that, give that excuse so much because that's not the team's fault that he can't stay on the field, right? That's him being injured in college, bringing it to the NFL, not staying, That's also on the Dolphins for starting him probably too early. They should have just sat him the whole first year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think some of the decision making that was done earlier in his tenure as a head coach, it was going in the right direction. Even though the whole tank for Tua situation that sucked. I mean, that's as a fan, that's just a bad taste in your mouth. But hey, listen, it looked like it was going to work. The amount of draft picks that we got, we got our guy that we wanted supposedly in Tua, but and then last year some of the signings, Kyle Van Noy, obviously. He's a New England product. I was huge on Kyle Van Noy coming to the Dolphins. It didn't work, and then we cut him the next season. There was just a lot of sketchy decision making. By the way, yeah, I know. A lot of sketchy decision making that that it all starts at the top, and that's Chris Greer and Brian Flores. I mean that's what it is. It is what it is. Scratch it. We're doing okay right now, but I foresee us getting into the struggling as the season goes on even more. I can almost guarantee it.
All right, guys, we're going to get into our last award, and that is the What's Up With That.
I said, love, what's up with that? I said, what's up with that? What's up with that? Likes Reese Pieces.
E.T. likes Reese Pieces. Just a heads up.
Oh my goodness.
So, here, what's up with that moment of the game? Trevor and Juan, what's up?
I'm gonna for me personally. What's up with that? As far as I'm trying to repeat myself again. The Cleveland Browns. What was that? Like, did you even forget that it was a game on that Sunday? I mean, like, you literally had 7 minutes of good football at best, and then after that, what happened? You gotta stop running the ball. Ernest Johnson was running the ball very well.
I got it.
And I'm like, when running the ball well, you gotta stop running the ball. Like, what's going on? Like, Kevin Stefanski, why? What happened? Thank you for being dumb. We took advantage of it and just made y'all look stupid. But yeah, what's up with that?
No, I got one. I don't know if you remember. This is the same in the first drive. In 3rd and goal, Njoku, what the hell drop was that? He threw that right in his hands. Baker's one of the few many dimes that Baker threw, and he just dropped it like he's never played football in his damn life. You get paid millions of dollars to catch a football that's landing in your face. What the hell was that? No coverage. Wow. Thank you, but wow.
Horrible.
Browns are just, it's like, it's what they are. Browns are just, they can never, it's the same old thing in Cleveland. I know that, like, Cleveland fans are always like, yep, it's the Browns. That's what the Browns do. These are your Browns. No matter who they bring in,
the Browns,
what coach,
Browns, I guess.
what, yeah, like, they just, they continue to show us they can never, like, the moment you think they're going to be good and they got things going, it's just like they fall right back down to earth again. D, what's up with that? Who you got, man?
What's up with the Baltimore Ravens? They were coming in as the hottest team in the NFL. We were ready for a bludgeoning from them on Thursday night. It's the homecoming for a lot of Southeast Florida, Miami players coming back home. You know, family and friends going to be there. The stage was set for a beatdown. But they just didn't show up. They looked dazed and confused right from the start. And I'll take it all day as a Dolphins fan. It was a great night. I slept.
Jose coming in. Juan had a 90-yard. I don't know what he's saying here. Had a 90-yard drive. What was the defense?
They had like 3 90-plus yard drives in that game.
Yeah,
like 3
against Cleveland. Yeah, they pinned us in.
I don't know. I didn't know defense could be that garbage. How do you allow a team 3 times to go 90-plus yards on you for a touchdown? I don't know what to say.
The defense allowed 7 touchdowns in 9 drives, not including the kneel down, but 7 of the 8 drives were touchdowns. Literally, like, we only punted the ball once, and that's because the game was already over. But that was the Cleveland Browns, man. The Browns are who we thought they are, and their name is synonymous to something else that is brown.
Yeah. I agree. I'm surprised. I thought they would have a better season because they got the players. I mean, maybe not big. Maybe, like I was saying earlier, maybe Baker's just not the guy. They may move on from Baker. I'm just saying. I know he's the number 1 pick, but is he the right guy? I don't know, man. It's just a mess over there. My what's up with that is gonna be Jets fans cheering for Flacco.
Yeah. What's up with that? Yeah.
Horrible.
When the last 2 weeks they were saying he's the king of New York, and by the way, he came out and said he should have been the first pick of the draft when he was drafted. Right? I mean, he was feeling it, boy, Mike White. And I got to admit, I thought he looked okay the week before. I'm like, before he got hurt, he was putting him on point. But once you play a good defense and they know you, they watch the film on you. I keep saying this, man. These guys there's a reason why they've been backups or 3rd stringers. Like, their coaches, you think if the guy was that good, all the prior teams before him were just like, they're that dumb. They're just like, oh, I don't like, no, he's a 2nd and 3rd string for a reason. Because he shows it in camp. He shows it in preseason. That's where his spot is holding a clipboard. And boy, once the film came out on him and he played a good defense, that was a wrap. And the fans, boy, did they turn their back mighty quick on Mike White. And Mike White is done. And Mike White, how do you like being in New York now, buddy? Because the New York media and the fan base are fucking brutal.
Ruthless.
Brutal. Like I mean, dude, that was bad. That was really bad.
Yeah,
but I got a kick out of that. And the commentators like, oh, they're cheering for Flacco. Like, oh God.
Said no one ever.
Oh my God. But yeah, bro, he was throwing some terrible passes. Mike White was like, we exposed the hell out of him. All right, let's get into the week 11 now coming up, and we'll play our quick sponsor.
Beer.
Sip and save beer. Why pay more?
All right, sip and save beer. Why pay more? 99 cents. All
I
right, week 11.
What the hell?
Week 11. Let's get into it. We're getting into the Dolphins versus the Jets in New York, going against Flacco. We'll start with you, Cap D. How do you see this game going, man?
Oh, I see this game. This is gonna be a little close in the first half, and then we're gonna pull away in the second half. I think we're gonna get some Joe Flacco possibly tomorrow. It's looking like.
No, he's starting.
He's starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is this would be a shame if we don't win this football game.
You dude,
What?
if you
This
don't,
would be a shame if we don't win this football game. There's no excuses. Our defense right now, we're on a roll. We're starting to get some continuity. We're gelling a little bit more. We just need the offense to start being a little bit more productive, getting in there, and I think we'll be fine. I got us completely winning this game.
All right, Trevor Juan, what you think about this Dolphins Jets matchup?
First of all,
it's Joe Flacco.
It's first of all, Robert Saleh is a joke. Robert Saleh is a joke for this. Mike White has one bad game against the best defense in the league. So of course, what did you think was going to happen? I won. So instead of letting him take his lumps, see what you got, because you already know what Joe Flacco is. You know what he is. So
Garbage.
And even if they do manage to win this game, what do you get out of this game? Nothing. Let Mike White get his lumps in. Hey, welcome to the NFL. Finally, this is what it is. You take the ass whooping. It happens. Let's see how you rebound from it. And then for him to say, "Oh well, the New York media turned their back on Mike White," you did too, stupid. What you dumb? Like, how does that make any sense? You just contradict yourself. Not only is Joe, and his excuse was, "Oh well, Joe Flacco." He's able to recognize the cover because the Dolphins cover zero a lot, so he should be able to recognize it. First of all, people think that cover zero is fucking an exotic package. No, like who cares? Joe Flacco is garbage, and not only are the Jets going to lose, the Dolphins are going to beat the living shit out of them. Because one, the defense is garbage, so that means that even as bad as offense is, if you can't muster up a big game against this Jet defense, I don't know what to tell you. And B-Flow, fire the offensive coordinator, fire both of those motherfuckers immediately. If you cannot get over 500 yards of total offense against the Jets.
Yeah. I
got nothing to say.
I won. What you got nothing to say, right? Yeah. Trevor.
He said it all. I got nothing to say.
Right. Who's here? Jose coming in. He has two guys he considers brothers. They are Jets fans. They were talking shit. By halftime, they were texting me, he sucks. Yeah. Like, that's, bro, Christ. I'm telling you, New York is brutal, right? The Knicks fans are brutal. The Giant fans, the Jets, they are rough on their teams and coaches, bro. They do not like they're sick of it. I gotta say, I'm not a Knicks fan, but from what I hear, the Knicks fans are like they're so pissed, and like the Giants and Jets, like they're so through with their teams. But yeah, let's get to the next one. Oh, mine on that one. So Dolphins versus Jets. You guys should win. I think your defense, like I was saying earlier before you were on, D. I think your defense is finally like clicking, finding its own. Where it should have been. I thought week 1 was where you guys would continue to stay on that pace. Turnovers, low scoring. Hopefully the offense can do something. But it's like you guys fell off a cliff, and now it seems like you guys are finding your way again. Seems like you're playing for your coach again, which is good. It's just the offense that is still like a mess. But the Jets are so bad. The Jets are very bad on both sides of the ball. So I definitely have you guys winning. I don't know if it's going to be like a high, like crazy high scoring game, because even with some of your wins, they haven't been like crazy high scoring, but you're going to beat them bad. They're not, I don't see them scoring many points for you. Maybe some garbage points at the end, which we'll get through at the end on predictions. But yeah, I don't see a problem in this game for you guys. We're going to talk about a game that already happened. Thursday Night Football. We'll start right with Trevor Juan. The Patriots 25-0 blanked them, man. Falcons, yikes. Trevor Juan, man.
This game was over when we all got the injury report about Cordero Patterson. By far their best, not best player, the most productive player. Because the best player
he's on my fantasy, by the way. He's on my fantasy.
Oh, yeah. See, exactly. The absolute second we saw that he got hurt against Dallas and he had a high ankle sprain, I said, this game is done already. I knew they were not going to be able to move this ball. I know they're going to get shut out. But I knew they weren't going to score no more than a touchdown. I said, no, this game is already over. So all we got to do on offense is just run the football down their throat, and that's it.
And which they did. It was pretty embarrassing.
This game was boring as hell.
It was boring as hell. I said it was an ugly win only because we should have scored 50.
But it's Thursday.
So I get it. It's Thursday Night Football.
How many games do they even practice on Thursday? Like 2, 1? How many games did we were? I don't even know. It's Thursday. So I say if this was on Sunday, this is another 45-point game. If this was on Sunday, where actually I come to practice, that this game was pathetic. I almost fell asleep 3 times watching this game. It was boring. And the beautiful interception fest at the second half of the fourth quarter. Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Like what?
I couldn't believe it. It was like what, 3 different quarterbacks, right? In a row or something like that.
Yes.
What the fuck? I'm like, what is going on here? And it was kind of close because your offense wasn't like killing them. Listen, if the Falcons did anything offensively, it could have been a game. Let's be real.
Yes, it was something.
It wasn't like you guys were destroying them by the.
No,
it was. They were right. It was a touchdown away. They could have, but no, they just cut. Bro, I'll get into it. But D, go ahead, man.
Penalty.
Did you watch that Thursday night game?
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it, and I was
penalties division
I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I was very surprised by not surprised by the Patriots winning, but I thought Atlanta would show up, in this game, and they were flat right from it. It just seemed like there was nothing. They could get nothing going on, and so I was a little bit surprised by that. I thought it'd be a little more competitive, but right now the Patriots they're in the zone. They're feeling themselves.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about them, but their defense they're playing. Man, that's Bill Belichick. I mean, are you surprised? This is what he does. He brings back players like Van Noy, who didn't do anything in Miami and is doing something in New England, making plays, like looking like the Van Noy of New England initially. Judon, right, is lights out this year. Teams are having a tough time. Offensive linemen are of containing him. He's just I think he has 10.5 sacks, if I'm not mistaken.
Sacks, yep.
So he's having an excellent season. Yeah. So I just think Bill Belichick has a way of getting the defense just on point, man, on fucking point. That's what a Super Bowl winning coach does, man. He's the best. So I'm not surprised. But the Falcons, golly, Jesus, Matt Ryan is so goddamn slow. I mean, that was just pathetic. I mean, bro, he can't move. He couldn't even move in the pocket. He was so slow. Like, give Tom Brady a ton of credit because they're about the same speed. Maybe Brady's faster.
No, I think Brady's faster.
But either way,
Brady's faster.
Brady
slow as crap, but yeah.
Even as slow as quarterbacks, there's some guys that they just know how to work the pocket, and it just seems like he's beats a stone, man. Like he's not going anywhere. Like he's just stuck. So he had nowhere to go, and yeah, it was an ass whipping. They couldn't do anything offensively.
I will say this though. Which impressed me about this team even more, is that they didn't put all the capital on covering Kyle Pitts in that game. It was really Kyle Duggar, and then there was a safety shading just in case the whole game and he didn't do anything. So to me, that's very impressive for our safety tandem, because I was a little worried about them this season. The fact that they can cover the way they've been covering, I love it. This defense is wonderful. Belichick does him.
Yeah. I like Pitts, but Pitts, he got to gain some weight, man. Like he's more like a receiver.
He's like a big receiver, yeah.
So, yeah, like I don't know. Like he's good. It's gonna take time for him to develop, but I think they gotta. If I'm the Falcons, I'm trying to get him to gain a little bit more weight. You know, obviously the speed is. You know, he ran like a 4.45 or something, 4.4. But I think if you do it right, he could keep his speed and gain a little, like 10, 15 pounds. Because he's too lanky. I saw him getting bullied around a little bit in that Patriot game. They were playing a little rough with him at times.
He looks like a 20-year-old. That's what he is. He needs to get that man muscle, get the man strength.
Which it could come. Yeah, it can happen. I mean, look at our tight end. I'm not saying he's the best, but it took him like 3 years to get where Dawson Knox is finally like going, okay. Like people are knowing now who Dawson Knox is, but sometimes it takes time on these guys. But he needs to get a little bigger. Bills versus Colts, man. Big game.
Woo! Huge
for the
game.
Buffalo Bills. This is probably our
toughest game so far.
Well, I would say third, because the Chiefs on the road in Arrowhead. I don't care what anyone says. That's a tough place to play. For as bad as their defense has been playing, you still got to worry about their offense. And in Arrowhead, they have it's a fact. They have a very good fan base. And it's loud. It's tough to play there. And we took care of business. But the Titans. So this game right here at home against the Colts, this is a tough one for sure. The Colts have a good defense. They have a very good offensive line. I think their offensive line was better last season, but they still have a very good offensive line. And Jonathan Taylor is a dog, man. He's probably right now with Henry out, he's the best running back in the league, hands down. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a tough matchup for us. But I think we can defensively. I'm not worried. It's all about our offense. Trevor Juan,
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was the big X factor for me. As far as a very healthy Indianapolis Colts team on both sides of the ball, both sides of the trenches, both offensive line, defensive line are healthy. My thing is, can Brian Dable be able to, despite having a very solid offensive line, can the offensive line hold off that ferocious defensive front? And that's going to be the issue.
Buckner and Kwity Paye.
Yes. Can they? Because if they can't, it's going to be a very long night for Josh Allen. And I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, I mean, yeah. It's going to be a very long game for them. The defense for the Bills, I'm not worried about it. It's going to be tough for them. It's going to be a very low scoring game. But the question is, can that offensive line hold Indianapolis? And I think they're going to struggle. That's why I'm picking Indianapolis to win this game. But also, and I'm very interested to see if Taylor and Maheem Nimes and Marlon Mack is able to run the ball on your defense. If they can run the ball on that Buffalo defense, then it's going to be a problem. But it should be very low scoring, very smash mouth. But I'm going Indianapolis to win this game, though.
I'm expecting this to be similar to a playoff game.
I would think you would want Indianapolis to win.
Oh, we want it. Trust me. I don't think so, though. I think you guys are gonna pull this one out real close.
We'll get to the predictions.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
D.
No, but
how do you think it's? Oh, you're going. You still going? Go. Nah, my bad.
It's That's basically what I was gonna say. The run. If you guys could plug in the run, I don't see them really scoring. To be honest, the Carson Wentz, his turnovers, he doesn't have a lot, to be honest. If you look at the numbers, it's just that our turnovers he have been so catastrophic. It makes everyone think that he's a big turnover dumbass when he kind of isn't and is at the same time. You know what I mean? So I think your key is to make him throw the ball as much as he can. If you plug in their run, you should be 100% fine. I really don't think they're gonna score. So that's my thing. I'm not worried about defense at all. Defense is beautiful.
D, what do you got to think about this Bills versus Colts in Buffalo, by the way? Tough place to play.
Tough place to play. I think it's gonna be a real good game. But I got Buffalo. I got Buffalo all the way in this, and I don't even think it's gonna be that close. What I'm looking at this is that the Buffalo defense has been consistent all year round for the most part. They show up every game. what was failing, it was the offensive line and to me, the play calling for the Buffalo Bills. From what I've seen the past 2 games, they're being a little more tactical. We touched on this last week. Everyone kind of calmed down a little bit. I'm seeing a little bit more. They're setting up the knockout punch. If anybody knows boxing, a real good boxer will set your ass up instead of going in there swinging. And I'm seeing Buffalo being a little more tactical in the way how they're doing things, and I like that. So I see Buffalo. It might be maybe a little bit close halftime, but they're going to pull away with this one. It's going to be Buffalo all day.
All right, Scott in the building. Scott, I think Scott came a little late tonight, but what up, Scott? Man, Scott's one of my. He's always in here. One of my better guys coming on here on the chat. Man, I appreciate you, Scott. So go back to this game. Here's how I see it. How the Bills got to play it. Like real serious. The offensive line is. I keep saying it is what it is. Listen, guys, it's an average offensive line at best. At best. Also, there's a key piece that nobody's talked about yet, and I got to bring it up. Spencer Brown. He's on the COVID list. It hasn't been official yet if he's ruled out Sunday. More than likely, it will be. That's not good.
That's bad.
We signed Bobby Hart back. This is how bad. This is how bad Cody Ford is, guys. We signed Bobby Hart on the 53. We got Bobby Hart back because Cody Ford, our second-round pick, is garbage.
This is bad, dude.
Straight trash. So we had to reach out to the Bobby Hart.
Dude.
And if he's playing, then we got Ike Bacher playing for Mongo. So listen, this is how this game's going to go. And I got to say it. If we're going to beat the Colts, because defensively, I keep telling you guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's going to be a problem. We've by the way, we're like, I think second or third against the run. We're very good against the run. I'm not concerned. I'm really not. He's going to probably get 100 all-purpose yards. Jonathan Taylor, but Wentz holds the ball a lot. I think he's like the 20th in holding the ball. We're going to put pressure on him. We are very good at pressuring quarterbacks. We're not very good at sacking, but I don't give a fuck. As long as our defense is number one all across the board almost, I'm good with that. So defensively, I don't think it's a problem. Like I said, offensively. So what we can do to beat the Colts, like I said before, think of this like a preseason game. You want to keep Josh Allen clean, get rid of the ball quick. I know it's boring. I know it's not really our style, but it will open up the bigger plays. It's kind of what we did against the Jets. So get rid of the ball quick, keep Allen clean. I'm talking 2.5, kind of like Ben Roethlisberger, what they were doing with him last season. Really quick. Boom, boom, boom. 3-yard outs, 4-yard. Let your playmakers do the rest of the work. Stephon Diggs can get yards after catch. Cole Beasley can get yards. Isaiah McKenzie. That's how we're going to win. Also, be pass aggressive. Open up the run. By the way, crazy stat I got to throw at everybody who hates on our running backs. Devin Singletary is averaging 5 yards a carry. So how bad is he? It's the offensive line is trash. He's doing his job every time he gets the ball. 5 yards a carry. Any team would take that. I would take that in a heartbeat if you said a running back's averaging 5 yards a carry. Like, that's very good. He's one of the top average running backs in the league. I'll take that. It's just the offensive line is total trash. So you got to pass to open up the run. It's total opposite with this team. That's how we're going to beat the Colts. If the offensive line and Dable doesn't adjust in this game towards that blitz, because they're going to bring it, we're fucked. We will lose this game. But if Dable gets the ball, gets Allen to get rid of the ball quicker, calls plays that will help Allen not get all that pressure on him. Also, get Allen out of the pocket. Allen is getting destroyed hanging in the pocket this season. Cannot stay in the pocket. Get him out of the pocket on the roll, where his receivers can buy some time to get open. It makes it, bro. Trust me. Teams get like very flustered when Allen is rolling out.
And against this defense,
passing, yeah.
And this defense, their interior rush is what their strength is, not their edge.
Exactly.
So if you do that,
right,
they're not going to know what to do.
Right. Because what happens is Allen normally, and most quarterbacks, you step up in the pocket when the pressure's coming. Well, Allen can't because the line is getting pushed back in his face, and that's why he leads the league and football's being swatted because they're right there. So you got to get Allen a little bit out of the pocket. And I want to see an up-tempo offense. Get the Colts backtracking. It's at home. The crowd's going to be loud. But yeah, I think if we do all that, I think it won't. I think it will be a blowout, and that's why I do have it as a blowout, and I'll do that later. But I do want to get into one quick thing, and we won't spend too much time on this. I do have one award that I want to bring out, and it's not a good award.
Okay,
it's the Scumbag Award of the week, and that goes to Zach Stacy, who is the biggest piece of shit. Should never see outside of a bar, out of a prison. And that guy, I have no patience for men who do that, who beat on kids or women. Like, that dude there should rot. Like, there's no, but what he did, you should never lay your hand. And that dude wasn't just laying hands. That dude was laying like haymakers. So that guy is the scumbag of the week and probably of the year, because hopefully I don't see any more of that for the rest for a while, because that was crazy to me.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to touch base with that, but you guys can if you want.
Yeah, real quickly. Yeah, that was very, very tough to see, especially with the thing that came out. Yeah, it's pretty bad. The domestic violence is uncalled for. It is not acceptable. And yeah, it was very shitty thing for him to do. And I hope that justice prevails in putting this piece of shit in prison. Because that's something you don't do. You don't beat up defenseless people. Like come on, you got like 250, you got at least 100 pounds.
You're an athlete, right?
You're an
Not
athlete.
only that, you're a man, regardless. Even if you're not, even if you're just a guy, you're still a guy. Men are more powerful than women. And not only that, like you said, you're a former athlete. You are like a big, strong dude.
He's gonna get it in jail. They're gonna come after him.
Yeah, they're
gonna come after him. Nope.
Yep.
That's bad.
D, you got any comments on the Zach Stacy, and then we'll go away from it?
Karma's a motherfucker, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Karma's a motherfucker, and I hope you drop your soap. I hope you drop your soap in jail.
They're gonna make him drop it. I didn't want to say that. Since you said it. All right. They're gonna make him do that. Oh, he's done in there.
But yeah, in all seriousness, depending on any situation that you're in, putting your hands on a woman, whatever the situation might be, is just not acceptable. And what Tommy was saying, if anyone has seen that video, she was getting thrown around like a rag doll. So
yeah,
it's horrible to see. These things happen every day, but hopefully he gets what he deserves, and he will, because karma does catch up to the correct karma.
Everybody has a mother, man.
Yep.
Everybody has a mother. Yep. Like, why? I don't.
Yeah. So we'll get off that, but I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't do too many of the scumbag awards of the week, but he definitely will get it. Like I said, hey, if we want to make that a new thing, we can. But I have no, I don't know who else deserves it from the weeks before, but I'm sure there's somebody. But anyways, John Gruden, by the way, scumbag.
Oh yeah,
but anyways, I do want to get in the AFC playoff picture right now, because it's a doozy.
That's crazy.
Titans are the 1 seed right now. Bills are number 2, which can change. Any of this could change week to week. Ravens are 3. The Chiefs are 4. Believe it or not, I mean, God, they were terrible for a minute, and now
they were out the playoffs a week ago.
All right, now they're 4th spot. And then you got the wild card. You got number 5 Patriots. And then you got the Steelers at 6, which, by the way, the Steelers, to somebody who was calling about any game, they tied the Detroit Lions. So, just saying, any given Sunday.
My gosh.
And then 7, you got the Chargers, who everybody was kissing their ass early in the season, by the way.
Yes, they were.
So what do you guys think about the playoff picture right now? And by the way, I know I brung it up. The Dolphins, just to throw it out there, because this is the AFC East. They are 13th right now. Technically, they're still in it. I'm just saying, technically. So, Trevor Juan, how do you feel this is playing out like so far?
I mean, pretty straightforward. We knew I don't think anyone was surprised that Kansas City would finally get back into it. I mean, it was just a matter of time. I mean, even though they make it, I have them getting their asses kicked next tomorrow against Dallas. But after that Dallas game, they're gonna pretty much run away with all the games after the fact. So no one's surprised about that. Baltimore looks like they're gonna have a strong hand on this division. I think they have this division on lock.
That's done to me.
It's over already. Tennessee, obviously, they got this division on lock. Indianapolis, we probably get a wild card if anything, if they keep on playing up. But obviously, just the elephant in the room, I think everyone is more focused and more interested and intrigued with that AFC East division. How people thought that Buffalo's gonna run away with it, but pick on the Patriots. So it's not going to be a cakewalk like some of Bill's Mafia thought it was going to be. But but you know, it's very interesting, which makes our Monday Night Football game coming in the next 2 weeks very, very, very serious, and I can't wait. I know we can't wait for it either. I can't wait.
Very serious. Yeah, no doubt. D, or Juan, you got anything on that? On how it's picturing out?
Crazy.
It is
how Tennessee is the first seed. That's still bugging me out this season, Henry, dude.
They've been playing.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't like. I've never liked how they looked. I don't like how they look right now. I feel like they should have lost last week was for a damn mess extra point.
Right.
And but they keep finding ways to win. It's bothering me. You know what I mean? Like, you're not playing very good football, but you're still getting it done. It's like, what can I say? And I want to say that they're not going to finish with the first seed, but why not? This whole AFC thing is insane, dude.
Yeah.
Insanity.
It is. D, did you see this? You know, going into week 11, did you see this playoff picture the way it is right now?
No. Obviously, you know, I thought we would be in the mix somehow, and you know, I didn't see the Patriots you know, as doing as well as I thought they would be doing. You know, even though I do like Mac Jones a lot, but he's a rookie quarterback, and I just didn't see it. I thought we would be in progressing a lot more, and we'd be competing, you know, against you guys a lot more. But clearly, that's not the case right now. And hey, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy my popcorn and watch as everything unfolds. But you know, Tennessee right now, they're looking solid. I think Buffalo is right there, but and I think New England's a sleeper. You know.
Yeah. Real quick, Joey coming in with the Antonio Brown and the fake vaccination card. Now, I don't know if that's. Listen, it hasn't came out that that's true yet. That's just a rumor. If it is, that's pretty shitty. Like, dude, come on, man.
I know, but like 18 people here that does that though. Whatever.
Right. I don't know if it's like a scummy, baggy thing, but it's just like, dude, like, just don't get it dead. I don't know.
The only thing it shows that how inconsistent the NFL is with their COVID protocols. How they're very inconsistent and they pick and choose who they want to. I'm speaking, if this comes out to be true, just make them pay a fine. That's it, because you didn't do it to Aaron Rodgers. You literally let Aaron Rodgers get a small fine, which is nothing. What's $14,000 to Aaron Rodgers? What's $14,000 to an organization? Who gives a shit? That's $1 to them.
Oh yeah, it's not.
So if you're gonna do if you're not gonna do anything to Aaron Rodgers, don't do anything to Antonio Brown. Just make a pay a fine, call it a day.
That's all. Yeah, that's all it will be. You're 100% right. They're not gonna. Scott coming in with a good point. Scott, this is a good point. I like it. Miami will play spoiler as they are playing pretty good currently. 100%, bro. Miami still plays the Patriots. That could be a fucking huge game for you guys.
You motherfuckers better not.
They did it. They did it 2 years ago.
Just bend over and that's it. Don't do it.
They cost.
You have no reason to be motherfuckers, so don't.
They cost us the 1 seed a couple of years ago. In the last, they cost us the 1 seed a few years ago. You know, literally a first round bye. Listen, the spoiler is always the most dangerous team in sports, and Miami has been playing that for years. And
It's gonna be
hate
interesting.
playing Miami in the late season. I hate playing Miami in Miami in December. I hate it.
You're not getting swept. Stop.
No,
we
definitely not.
can't. It cannot happen.
It can happen.
It's gonna be interesting also from Dolphin fans though, because
definitely.
They got like if they
Where was
can
this
rack
whole season? What the fuck?
if they can rack some wins up here, imagine if they wind up.
They're gonna be mad.
Yeah, they're gonna be really mad.
They're gonna be mad.
But man, that's a really good point. Scott, very good point. What the hell were we talking about? Because I'm lost. Oh, the playoff picture. So yeah, I did not think this was gonna. Oh, let's see here. Jose coming in. Let me see here. Jose, laugh my fucking house. I want to hear you. Go Captain D. Let's go Miami. Yeah, go Dolphins, man. I'm gonna be cheering that Dolphin song. How's it go, D? Come on.
I think we know the song very well. I mean, you want the throwback? You want the throwback?
Give me the throwback. Give me the 1979 version.
You too.
The Dolphins.
There you go.
It's so bad. Oh my god.
No, it's actually a really good song. It's a really good song, man. They even got the banjo in the original. The banjo's going in the original one. It's great. Who doesn't want a banjo in their song?
They played that in the Dolphins bar down in the city. Oh my god, it's so cringy.
No, believe it or not, they tried to remix it with like T-Pain, and it was horrible. It was horrible. So they brought back the original. But hey, listen, when you're in the stadium and you got a couple touchdowns, it's not that bad.
Oh man, Joey coming in here. I don't like Miami, and I definitely don't like New England, but I would like to watch Miami whoop New England's ass. Yeah, man. Hey, listen. This is the part of the season where we gotta, as fans,
maybe lost them too.
Yeah, we gotta be greedy here. We can't show no love. We are enemies.
You ain't beat them, you're not beating us. You better not do it again. Nope. Y'all should have beat them too. The fuck out of here.
Oh my god. But yeah, hey, as far as the playoff picture, as of now, I did not have the Titans being on the one spot for sure. I thought they were going to be a wild card team. You know, even when they had their full lineup, I just didn't. Tannehill's an average quarterback. He goes how his team goes, kind of. And it's more Derrick Henry. You know, really, that's Derrick Henry show. But I like Juan said earlier, there's just something about them. I don't know, man. I don't see them as a Super Bowl kind of team. I could, and maybe obviously Titan fans probably totally disagree with me, but that's okay. Now the Bills, listen, we have a decent record. 3 loss. The Jags loss that one hurts. I'll take the Titans loss. The Jags won, man. We could be one in a game, game and a half up instead of a half game. That could backfire on us quickly. But the Ravens 3, I guess. Yeah, I saw the Ravens. The Chiefs are kind of surprising. I didn't think they would be playing that bad to start, but they're starting to turn it around, it's really not a surprise, to be honest with you. The Patriots, that is the surprise. I'll be real with you. I did not have the Patriots. I thought the Dolphins were a 9 or 10 win team. I thought the Patriots were like 8 or 9, something like that. But man, I gotta give it to you guys, man. I am a little surprised by that. The Steelers, I'm surprised too. I'll be real with you. I didn't like the bet that Ben was coming back. They still may not make the playoffs, but we'll see. And the Chargers, I think they were overhyped, man. I love their quarterback, but I'm not crazy about their overall team. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. All right, let's get to our predictions because we've been on this for a little bit. So we'll get to our Week 11 predictions. Obviously, we can't predict. I'm going to predict the Patriots are going to beat the Falcons 25-0. All right. So
I hope so. I'll take that.
we'll get to the Dolphins versus the Jets in New York. Trevor Juan, what is your score prediction?
My score prediction will be Dolphins 27, Jets 13.
Okay.
Because Joe Flacco can throw the football, and he is familiar with this offense, so I do expect him to at least. It won't take him much to get accustomed to it. So yeah, the Jets are still going to lose this game, but I predict that the Dolphins score at least over 24 points, 25 points, because this Jets defense is terrible. I mean, hey, if you have to struggle against this offense, against this defense, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell y'all. Seriously. I'm going, Dolphins 24, Jets 13.
24 to
Dolphins 27. Yeah. Close. Scott's saying 27-17, by the way. So that's
24.
Yeah, I mean,
24
that
10.
sounds about right. All right, D. That's the Jets. What do you got, man?
Hey, listen, forget about it. This is going to be 23-7 Dolphins. Forget about it. They're
pretty close,
the Jets are fugazi. Forget about it. It's 23-7 Dolphins all day, baby.
I like it. If Curtis was here, he would probably agree. I have it. God, I don't like your offense, though. I don't. You guys scored 22 last week. I'm going to say I like the 23 score. I'm going to say 23. They're going to have some bullshit touchdown. I'm going to say 23-13. 23-13. Some stupid like we gave up a dumb touchdown at the end for Flacco. Like some bullshit at the fourth quarter,
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you control the whole game. I don't see him doing much against you guys. Like I said, bullshit score at the end. And then the game, I guess, of the week for the AFC East. The AFC, really. Bills versus Colts. Trevor Juan, what do you got?
I'm going Indianapolis to win 24-23. I think it's going to be very, very close. And I'm the reason why I'm picking Indianapolis. I do believe them being healthy on both sides of the trenches is going to help them. I'm not too sure if Brian Dable is going to be able to have to be able to contain that interior that front. I'm not too sure if he'll be able to do it. If he does, all power to him. But I think it'll be a slugfest. I'm going Indianapolis 24-23.
Okay. Juan?
This is hard as hell. I'm gonna go 24-17 Buffalo.
Okay. Captain D, what you got, man?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy on this one. 27-10 Bills. Bills all day.
All right. Somebody was asking about the weather. I think it's 40 in the 40s. Let me see if there's any
Buffalo, right? Yeah.
In Buffalo. I think it's like windy, supposed to rain maybe. I don't know, but I saw it earlier. I think it's supposed to be like in the 40s and a slight chance of rain or something like that, which it's in Buffalo. They could say it's beautiful and it could be like 30-mile-per-hour winds. I don't know. Buffalo is wild weather. But either way, I don't have it. I have it 41-19. I'm coming back to my Tommy ways.
Wow.
I think Buffalo's going to put up some points. I know it's crazy. I love. Listen, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Tommy's back.
All right,
Tommy's back. What does it say? Jose coming in.
We're gonna tie. What the hell?
Tie. Okay. Now listen.
That's a typo. He mean.
I told everybody though last week we were going to win 27-9. I was Scott. I didn't want to put up a 30 point. And listen, I told everybody we're going to handle our business on defense, and we sure did. And our offense did their job, and that's what happens. We are still the 5th highest scoring offense in the league. I'm sorry. Take that back. The second.
I'm about to say, I got higher.
The second. I apologize. We're the second highest scoring team, 33.1 to 33.9 Dallas. We're right there. We're practically tied with number one. All right, practically. Why can't we put up 40 points if we're averaging 33? Sure we can. At home, okay, if the offense does their job, plays average offensive line play, you will see exactly what we did against the Jets. We have the weapons. Stop. Guys, we lost against the Jags. I get it. Oh my God, the fucking sky is falling. Relax. Have you looked at the prior games? We put up very good numbers offensively. We still can do that. We still have Stephon Diggs. We still have Emmanuel Sanders. We have Dawson Knox coming back. We're going to be okay. Calm down. But yeah, I have us 41-19. Other than that, I think that I do want to ask one real quick because I forgot to do it last week. Your X factors real quick of your game, Trevor and Juan, on offense and defense.
$20 for the Falcons game.
I was saying our game. The X factor was.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad because your game already. But yeah, I'll say it anyways. Your X factor of your game for let's say the Dolphins Jets. Sorry. Like who do you guys see that?
For the Dolphins and the Jets, the X factor, honestly speaking, it's just going to be
don't mess up.
Don't
turn over the ball. You're good.
You know what? I have X factor. Which coach can not outshit the other? Let's be honest here. Can Robert Saleh?
That's easy for Flores. Stop it.
Can Robert Saleh come up with a good game plan for this team? Now, again, it's easier said than done. Just a terrible, honestly speaking. But I do want to see to see if Robert Saleh can come with a game plan to combat this. I already said about the Dolphins.
They just gotta run the football.
I'm
like the Jets. If they want a chance to win, you better run that damn rock.
Yeah,
if you guys try to throw the ball down the field, it's a wrap.
Michael Carter
needs to run that football.
Michael Carter needs to have a big game because he's on my fantasy team, and
I'm done.
Yeah,
good.
He's
I like him. I like Michael.
I like him a lot. He's very good. But can they do it? But Captain D. Come on.
D. Who you got? Who you got as your X factors, man? I kind of fucked that up because I forgot that the damn Falcon. The Thursday football thing throws me all off, man. Like last week it's just like damn. But anyways, D, what do you got as your X factors, man? Yeah, I know. We got a Thursday game coming up, man. It's gonna be so awkward for me when we go. But go ahead, D. What you got, man?
X factors.
Offense, defense.
Offense. It's got to be Tua. It's got to start. We know that Joe Flacco is going to be starting. The defense should be able to hold their own, keep things in check. The offense has got to execute, and that starts with the starting quarterback. I'm sorry. It starts with him. It's going to end with him. He's got to execute, get the points on the board, whatever it might be. Play calling, running it, but it starts with Tua. It's got to start with Tua.
Yep. And your defense? Who do you got? What player?
I'm going to keep going with Javon Holland. I think that the Jets are going to try and explore a little bit downfield, even though they shouldn't. But I think they got nothing to lose. He's got to come up big. He's a rookie. He's been excelling every single game. I've mentioned his name a couple times every week. He's got to keep being that strong safety in the back and keep showing up. He's going to be, and we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Yep. For mine, X factor, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Josh Allen. It's a big game. He's gonna be under pressure, and he's gonna be the X factor. It all boils down to him moving out of the pocket, him getting and not making mistakes, trying to be. And I gotta bring this up real quick before we get off. So just a heads up, I almost said it. It is what it is. The hero ball thing that everyone says about Josh Allen is never going to go away. That's his mentality. That's how he plays.
I was mentioned in the chat too. I forgot who said
it. Yeah, you got to love it or hate it. I get it. But that's who he is. And listen, me personally, I love it. I know it sounds weird because he does but he also does plays where that's the whole point. Like he takes over and he'll do a play that no other quarterback can do. So you got to give him that. If you're going to let him do that and you're going to cheer him on for that, doing that, and then boo him for throwing a interception because he's on the run and he's doing something crazy, that's who Josh Allen is. It'll never go away. That's in his DNA. I'll take it. I'll take it because he does a lot of amazing stuff that a lot of quarterbacks wouldn't do or try to even do. So it is what it is. But he's my X factor on offense. On defense, I'm going to say Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver's been playing fucking amazing. I know his stats don't represent that, but he's getting quarterback pressures and hits on the quarterbacks like crazy. He's having a much better season. Like, he is showing why we picked him in the first round. So he's my X factor on defense for this game. Patrick coming in real quick. I know Patrick's been. Boy, Patrick is a chat master. I'm gonna be calling him a chat master. He's been all over the place. Yeah, I think he's talking to somebody. They're going back and forth. But yeah, other than that, man, hey, Sports Dynasty Podcast, where can they find you at, man? Because we're gonna start going on there. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead. You do it.
I do it, yes, because you've been destroying this very badly as of late in the recording. It has been really bad. You can find us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you can find your podcast, whether it's Spotify, YouTube, any other platforms. We are football affiliates, so we will prefer you to go on our podcast and download our content. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, D, where can we find him, man? Even though you're never.
You can find me at Twitter, Captain D _ at Finn's Talk. Forget about it. We're in New York. Dolphins are going to win. Pull it off. We're going to go eat some good New York pizza. And hey, we're going to fly back. And we're going to come back to Miami. And we're going to enjoy the beautiful weather.
Scott, I appreciate you coming on as usual. For anyone that's still in the chat, just a heads up, because this week's a little wacky with Thanksgiving and stuff. I'm going to be probably doing a Wednesday show on hashtag instead of our Friday normal show. So Wednesday night, and then Thursday, I normally do my Thursday night uncensored, but obviously the game's on. So I'll be doing my post game. I'll just probably do it a post game uncensored. Who knows? Hopefully I'm not saying fuck too many times, because that means I'm probably pissed. And then Saturday we'll be right back here. AFC Shakedown. And I do for D, because D is my buddy. I'm going to go ahead and do this for you.
Beautiful, sexy, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Soul glow.
Oh, I love it. And I went au natural. See, I went au natural tonight, but this will be activated tomorrow. It will be activated tomorrow to get the nice locked up. I went au natural here.
D got the buy one get one free. Soul Glow at Walmart.
Yeah, I combed it out today. But tomorrow it'll be a little more nappy, and I'll put some stuff in it. But
and one more thing for the bandwagon fans out there, which I fucking hate. I got a message.
We don't need you. We don't want you. We'll take you when we want you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, man.
So, hey, guys, I want to say thank you. Chat, I want to say thank you for being here, man. It's always fun. And we'll see you guys next Saturday, man. We are out of here. Peace.
Peace.
God bless America and God bless Ric Flair. Go for it. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! 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 I've lost it. I've lost reality. And when I lose reality, somebody else pays the price of a lifetime. Woo! 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 Kiss stealing. Woo! Wheeling dealing. Woo! Woo! All man. Ric Flair. Woo! 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 Oh man, I'm on fire today. Woo! 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 You're gonna be mine all night long. Woo!
On the airplane.
Yeah. Hey, that was fun, man. That was a hell of a show, bro.
Sorry about that.